the news. This week, European Central Bank Chairman Mario Draghi warned that the lowered euro currency and the rise of the US dollar could form a threat to continental European security. Specifically, he warned of hordes of low-budget American tourists who are on their way. They don't know how to behave, they don't know how to dress, and they certainly don't know how to ride bicycles. Please be careful. This week, Greek and German leaders appeared together to reassure the European Union that they are committed to a solution and they are speaking as one voice. But it's not clear if either of them can tell what the voice is saying exactly. What? Angela Merkel seemed to suggest that Tsipras should just use his good ear. Tsipras responded, "I can't hear anything." Merkel and Tsipras did succeed in urging their compatriots to avoid the recent rise in nationalistic stereotypes and the rise in sensationalistic reporting. Greek and German media responded by giving a pitch for a new reality show called Alex and Angela, with the richest EU leader locked in a house with the poorest EU leader until the budget crisis is solved. Yeah, but who's the mole? Okay. In the wake of the Germanwings crash, European air safety agencies have introduced new rules to ensure that mentally unstable individuals are never allowed to take control of an aircraft. In even worse news, the BBC has admitted that Jeremy Clarkson now wants to be a pilot. And coming up, after a growing amount of pop-up social media events, Swedish retailer IKEA has put a ban on games of hide-and-seek in its stores and showrooms. But IKEA promised to keep the time-honored tradition of taking that one thing that you actually need and then moving it so that it takes you at least 2 hours to get out of the store. IKEA also introduced a new rainbow-colored pillowcase that is apparently called the Putin. Russia's trade war with Sweden starts next week. And the joke is on Sweden because actually IKEA is based in the Netherlands for tax reasons. Dutch people reacted by saying that, yes, IKEA should be punished, not for using their country to pay little or no tax, but for abusing horses and making them into meatballs. The Dutch made the statement while making horses jump over things for no reason and prance like drunken ballerinas. Meanwhile, France's far-right nationalist party and Marine Le Pen are facing an investigation for financial irregularities from European Fraud-Fighting Office, the fraud-fighting office known as OLAF. Olaf was quoted as saying, "Do you want to build a snowman?" Or in the case of Marine Le Pen, "Do you want to build a slush fund?" The remains of British monarch Richard III were given an official burial in Leicester in the United Kingdom last week in a fitting tribute to the maligned British leader. The event was attended by members of the current British government, the British royal family, and Frank Underwood from House of Cards. Come to think of it, that photo reminds me of someone. Ooh, that says a lot. He's after power. While Ireland remains in an economic crisis similar to that of Greece, the Irish people have been less eager to protest their situation until now. The Irish government is facing massive protests after now making the country pay a water fee for drinking, cooking, and bathing. The EU has called for a common-sense compromise, such as drinking, cooking, and bathing in Guinness, which might actually be a win-win for everyone. According to a new study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, sleep health for women can lead to a better sex life. This finding gives new hope to everyone who's ever had a woman fall asleep on them during sex. The research was conducted by a small group of male graduate students in Michigan who recruited 171 female college students for their study. So you can take the results with a grain of salt, or as they recommend, a little hit of GHB.